Holy afternoon, holy afternoon, holy afternoon. It's I, Terry Tyler, back to speak to you. Been sick for about a week or two. I'm here to talk to you today. Today's talk's about project management, budgeting your time in effective ways, and how people operate in their minds. For me, I suffer from ADHD, ADD, all that whole fucking run of the mill stuff that you just can't get focused sometimes, or you may have a grandiose idea, a monumental project, a fucking huge project. And you're like, man, there's a lot of that pipe dream stuff. People puff up, they smoke up, they get hied up, and they come up with these dreams or these visions, and they're like, man, I want to do that. But is the work getting done? The difference between a dream and reality is motherfucker putting in the work every day, day per day, minute per minute, hour to hour, to get the fucking project rolling. Now, here's something you may not know. I'm working on a new course I'm going to try to develop. I'm trying to figure it out myself, about hermetic conversions. How the ancients tried to turn lead into gold. They said, man, we got all this lead, we ain't got no gold. How can we turn lead into gold? So essentially, we're applying that doctrine, but we're applying it to time, physics, math. I think you know where I'm going at. But like this, for example, this was a project that I've had in mind now. See, I think we're going to the 4th year. And if you look at how far we've come, it's like, wow, we've come a long way, but it almost seems like yesterday. It's kind of like doing time in prison. When you're in prison, it's like, fuck, man. Can I get a cigarette? When you go to jail, it just seems like forever until you call the bondsman, if you can even make bond. Might not be able to make bond. But it seems like forever when that happens. Let's see if we're still running. But basically, what I'm talking about today is projects. What separates you? My mentor, Michael Harris, he says, pick one thing, beat it to death. Because you'll run yourself out, running a lot of directions. It took a lot of searching and effort and sacrifice from other people to teach me, because I didn't know. And I feel like, unfortunately, a lot of you people out there are just running around in goddamn circles. And you may have not found my video, but if you found my video, I'm going to help you through it. Because I suffer from it too. Project right here, for example. It's just one step at a time. Dig the dirt, the drudgery. Once the actual work gets done, people don't like working. They don't. It gets ugly. Work in general, the connotations of work, at least for me in my experience in life, has been a bad thing. Homework. It's the antithesis of pleasure. I've heard a lot of people say, if you love what you're doing, you never work a day in your life. And I find that holds true. And for some of the drudge work that does have to be done to make our world successful and living, some people are passionate about it, and they find their passion there, and they make good money. And for other people, they're going to have to maybe roll up their sleeves and do that drudge work that fucking sucks in the short term, save the loot, and therefore convert time. Now, we're taking the time, we're doing the drudge work, we're washing dishes, we're scrubbing pots and pans, we're cleaning toilets. I don't particularly like that shit, but if I'm making $12 an hour cleaning toilets, $10 an hour cleaning toilets, $7 an hour cleaning toilets, whatever you want to call it, I know what I want to do. But you're going to have to sacrifice that time. You have to take all that fucking money, and you're going to have faith, applied faith. Then you have to take that money, you just converted time into money. So now you're converting your time into making sacrifices. You're making the sacrifice to your vision. You're making that sacrifice out of your day. And, my daughter's without a father. I was without a father for a long time. And there was always different fathers and men in and out, different daddies. And it's like, I found it to be more rewarding today than it ever been, and I'm blessed to have grown up, different fathers, I mean, abused. It sucks. There's a hell of a lot of pain. 99% of them don't make it through. They don't make it, or they kill themselves along the way. But I guess what I'm getting to today is, are you spending more time drinking than working? Are you spending more time, listening to music instead of working? Are you spending more time fraternizing instead of getting the fucking job done? And I'll leave you with this. I'll leave you with this burning question. Are you working on your projects? Or are you working on somebody else's projects? Maybe both of you are working on a joint project together and it's good. But maybe, just maybe, it's time to start working on your projects. Capiche? See you in the next episode.